Okay, hello. At last, welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and I'm here at last to talk to you about idioms this week. Our kind of regular idioms class at this time. This week, we're kind of looking at idioms which are business, work related. In today's class specifically, we're going to be looking at idioms that we might use when we're talking about a project at work or long range projects or um, things of that nature. Uh, okay. Students will take turns doing some exercises and we'll talk about the idioms as we go along, clarifying the meaning and talking about where and when they get used. Although today they're pretty focused on one thing. Um, in any case, we're a little late, so let's get started. Ileana, hello. Welcome.
Eh,
Hey,
Bye.
Ileana, did you have any problem getting in Google Hangout, getting in the Hangout?
Yes, and I just have it once again
Okay,
because I just can see your lesson I just can see your lesson in a list of started lessons. So it's
okay.
just yeah, I'm going to the lessons page
Weird.
and then I can see your lesson only for 1 second and then it disappears. I can't join it.
Okay, something weird going on here. I don't know what, but basically for me, everything that's Google, even pulling up my Google Calendar, it takes like 10 minutes just to pull up my calendar. I don't know what's going on today, but okay, maybe it's not just me. Senia, hi, how you doing?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
Great. How about you, Senia? You had any problems with Google pages today?
Sometimes today, I don't know, I had
Okay,
problems maybe 2 or 3 days ago.
okay, all right. I seem to be having issues with Google today, which is why I'm so late. I apologize for that, but okay. Here now, so let's get going. Today, all right, idioms that we might use if we're doing work projects. We're going to start out with some literal meanings, kind of warm up here. Oh, you know what? I just noticed things are different. Screen share application is totally different. That's why they're working on the Hangouts right now. They're changing things. Oh, and I have new applications on the sidebar. Aha! Okay, I get it now. They're actually doing something to the Hangouts. That's why it's problematic. Uh, okay, totally new notification. All right. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Let's do this. All right, a little fill in the blank. We're gonna look at the literal meanings of some of these words, which later on, when we are looking at the idioms, these will be keywords in the idioms. So if we understand the literal meaning, it might help you to kind of picture the idiom a little better. All right, let's give it a try. Ileana, number one.
If you run around the athletic track once, you have completed one lap.
Yep, very good. All right, race cars go around in a big oval or track, and each time it's one lap. Uh, okay, it doesn't have to be round. Like if you're swimming, you swim down your lane, you touch the wall, you swim back. That's one lap. Same thing. It's like one circuit, one full circuit. Ileana, lap can also mean something else as a noun.
Um, Lap.
Yeah. If you have a kitty cat in your lap,
Oh, I don't know.
okay. If your lap is like the top of your thighs, so if you have a cat on your lap and you're petting your cat, purr, purr, purr. Okay, that's your lap. You
Okay.
may have a small child sit on your lap. Okay. Uh, it's also a verb, to lap. Do you know what the verb is?
Oh, no.
Okay. Like when a dog or a cat drinks water, they lap the water. They're actually sticking their tongue out repeatedly. They don't drink the way we drink. They use their tongue. That motion with their tongue, that's lap. They're lapping up water.
I can just make a sentence like my cat laps milk or laps.
Exactly. Okay. And actually, speaking of which, I think the idiom we're looking at is completely different. The idiom we're looking at later is going to have to do more with like the athletic track or race cars, but there is an idiom closer to your cat lapping up milk. If you're lapping it up, okay, he's lapping it up. Oh, it's Bob's 50th birthday and he's getting a lot of attention at work today. He's lapping it up. He's enjoying it like your cat enjoys the milk. He's just lapping up all the attention.
Is it only about or
Sorry, again?
lapping up. Is it more about attention or just
Well, that's a common one. Let me think. I think it can be used for other things.
is it a strong collocation?
Yeah, right. Okay. Lapping up the attention. Okay. Can it be used for other things? I'm trying to think. What else is something you'd really, really enjoy? Okay. Oh, maybe. Okay. All right. Maybe you're on vacation and you get a lot of time for relaxation. Oh, I'm just lapping it up. I love just being able to relax and not worry about work. I'm lapping it up. It can be used for other things. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Senior, number 2.
Every athlete wants to win a gold medal.
Of course they do. Do you have any gold medals, Senior?
No, I don't have any.
Not yet. No. Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. If you won a gold medal, what would your event be?
Oh my God, I don't know. Everywhere in a little.
I want to win a gold medal in curling. You know curling?
Yes.
Yeah. That's my event. All right. Anyway, Ileana, number 3.
The 100 meters world. 100 meters world.
9 seconds. Running 100 meters is a world.
World record.
That's it. You got it. And this is something both Americans and Brits, if you do something special or you do something noticeably well, whatever. Oh, Ileana took 50 phone calls in 1 hour at work today. It's a new world record. Americans it would be very common when somebody does something notable or noteworthy to say, oh, it's a new world record. People do that all the time. English speakers do that all the time. Okay. Ken is with us, so hi, Ken. Welcome.
Yes, hello, thank you.
Okay, hang on, Ken. Be right back with you in a second. Senior, number 4, please.
In races for runners complete, the first runner has to pass a pace or baton.
Yep,
No
baton.
pace? Baton.
It's a French word. Those crazy French people like to have second syllable stress. So baton. Yep. They pass a baton. I believe, and I might be wrong, any French speakers, you feel free to correct me, but I believe baton in French means stick, basically. So it's basically like a stick. I have no idea if this happens in other countries, but in America, often, frequently, in a parade with a marching band, parade marching down the street, everyone in uniform. There will often be some girls in the front who are twirling batons. They're spinning like little metal sticks, and they twirl them in the air, and they throw them up in the air, and they spin around. Those are batons. All right. Anyway, Ken,
Okay.
number 5.
The final 80 meters of a race is called the home lap.
No.
Home final 80 meters of race is called home what? Home straight.
Yes.
Okay.
Home straight, or Americans say home stretch.
Stretch.
Differently. Same meaning. Sometimes you might hear Americans say home straight, but they more often say home stretch. As in, we're on the home stretch, meaning we're almost finished. Okay, Ileana, number 6.
If you run at the same speed all the time, not too fast and not too slow, you run at a steady pace.
Yep, excellent. We also sing in speaking English as a part of your fluency. If you have a slow pace, or if you have a really fast pace. Yep. Ksenia, number 7.
Some races have obstacles which you have to jump over called hurdles.
Yep, the hurdles. Hurdle race, yes. Okay. That specific athletic event where they have to jump over the hurdles and run down the track. Those objects they jump over are called hurdles, a major hurdle. All right, now let's look at some idioms here. We're going to use these idioms, A through H, to fill in the blanks in this dialogue-based exercise, 2 people speaking. Hopefully they will show us how the idioms might be used in a conversation. Ken, can you start us off with numero uno?
Okay. Right. What's next? Well, we need to get the board of directors to agree to the changes we want to make. That could be a major hurdle.
There you go. There it is. Okay. All right. You might also, same meaning and really the same visual picture in your mind would be a stumbling block. Same idea, some kind of blockade or something you have to get over or get around. Ooh, could be a big stumbling block. Same thing. And extremely similar, really same exact meaning and everything. Okay, number 2. Liliana, number 2, please.
This project is taking ages. Well, we've already been on it for 6 weeks. Yes, it become quite a marathon.
Very good. That's right. Something that you do for a long period of time, much more than normal. Ileana, have you ever stayed at home on the weekend and had a movie marathon? Just watched movies after movies after movies?
Oh, no.
No?
No.
Before?
I can't watch more than 2.
Oh, okay. I've done it before. Before, when the Star Wars movie came out, I had a Star Wars marathon. I watched all the movies one weekend before I went to the theater. Star Wars marathon. Yeah. Okay. So anything you're doing to excess or for a long period of time can be a marathon, whatever it is. Yeah, can be literally anything. Um, yeah, my wife went on a shopping marathon for 2 days. She was at the mall. It was crazy. Whatever. Senior, number 3.
If we finished our department's annual report in only 4 days. 4 days? That's incredible. You deserve a medal for that.
Okay. Variation of it's a new world record. You deserve a medal. Okay, same kind of idea. Good job. Uh, that's it. Very good. Ken, number 4.
Have you started the shareholders report? No, I'm afraid we are still on the last lap.
No, on the last lap would be used to express the idea that you're almost finished. So
On
you
the,
wouldn't, yeah, you wouldn't say still. Yeah,
we are still on the starting blocks.
yeah, there you go. You just started. Literally, do you know what starting blocks are? Literally, Ken?
Starting blocks. Maybe kind of to make a building or something. Sometime construction worker.
No, 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 no.
Not that thing. Okay.
You're in the wrong area. You will notice that all of these idioms, well, not maybe not all of them, but a lot of them, most of them probably, you'll notice that, and when we looked at the literal meanings, all of those sentences we looked at had something to do with racing and athletics, running race, people racing, not car racing or bicycle racing. In running races, when you see at the start of the race, when you see the runners, they're squat down, like on almost on one knee. Their foot is pressed against a block, a stable block. So when they, when the pistol starts, they push off on the block. That is literally called a starting block.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the idea. We're still in the starting blocks, and it would very frequently you would have still. Still, for some reason, I don't know why, but Americans would say still in the starting blocks, not still on the blocks. Slight variation there, British and American. Okay. All right, Ileana, number 5.
I think one more week and we should be finished, don't you? Yes, I'd say we're on the last lap.
Yep, we're almost finished. On the last lap or on the home straight or on the home stretch, I don't know. They equally both fit.
Here we have the preposition and I think.
Oh, is there no preposition? Yes, I'd say where the home straight. Oh, you're right. Yep, I see your point. Grammatically, it's got to be G. You're correct. Good job. You deserve a medal. Excellent work. Okay. Okay, very good. Senior, number 6.
We'll never finish the project in time. Yes, you will if you keep working at a steady pace.
That's it. I don't know what's idiomatic about that. There's nothing idiomatic. That's quite literal. I don't get it. I'm not sure why this is here. That's very literal. So, okay. But it's common expression, common collocation. So, all right. Ken, number 7.
If Ron's still ill, who's going to be in charge of organizing the conference? He sprang over to Jeff until he's well enough to return to work.
Okay.
He's handed the baton.
Mm-hmm. Handed the baton.
Baton. Yeah, it's
It's French. It's so French. Yes, it is. Yeah, okay. So I don't know if I think you guys were all here the other day looking at idioms, we saw filling in for or standing in for, we looked at. So Jeff is standing in for Ron. Ron has passed the baton to Jeff. Pass the baton, meaning, okay, Jeff is doing Ron's work. This can be temporary or it can be forever. Okay, the CEO is retiring next month, and he's going to pass the baton to the vice president, like that. He's done. He's retired forever. So that's very, very common as well, especially talking about leader of a company or leader politics, you know, president, whatever, passes the baton, like that. Okay. Unless it's baton, unless you're in Louisiana, the state of Louisiana in America, we have a city that's actually, it's the capital city of Louisiana. It's called Baton, not Baton, but Baton Rouge. Anybody know what that means in French?
Red button.
Very good. You are correct, sir. You deserve a medal. Okay. Good job. You're right. Red baton or red stick. What a stupid name for a city. I don't know why, but red stick. Whatever. You will find some very, very crazy names of towns in America. You really will. Some really determination, consternation, weird names of cities. Anyway, red stick. All right, Ileana, number 8.
Is there much money to do on this database? I've had enough of it. Don't worry, don't worry, only 200 more addresses. We're on. Huh?
Yeah. Now you got your preposition there you wanted.
Okay. We are on the home straight.
There you go. Yep. So, yep. On the home straight. Again, Americans commonly say on the home stretch, but same exact meaning. Okay. So all of these, you know, are very commonly, all of them are very common, as you can see by the examples, talking about doing projects, long-term projects at work. They're all very commonly used in the business place. Okay. Well, here we go. Fill in the words in the sentences below. We're going to create an idiom using these words in the column here. Finishing, winning, flying. Senior, number 1.
Everything needs to be finished by Friday, so we are on a race against time.
Yeah. You know, it's a race against time. Okay. When people, this is also very common. For example, when people get injured, all right, you've got to get to the hospital. It's a race against time. It's very common to use this expression. And yes, if you're sitting there taking an IELTS test, you have 1 hour to do 40 questions. It's a race against time. So this can be used for basically any situation where time is extremely important, where time will run out. Ken, number 2.
Because everyone was so enthusiastic, we got off a blank start and the whole project was finished in 2 weeks. Flying start?
Yep.
Okay.
Excellent. A flying start. Common collocation. A flying start, I think it's pretty obvious, a very fast start.
Oh, so it's a kind of foul in the race.
Is it?
So,
I don't know.
I mean, sometimes computer starts earlier than that bang sound, so it's called flying. No.
It is? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Okay, okay, maybe.
So.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I know it's some kind of foul and it's wrong, but flying start is a good thing. It's definitely positive.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Ileana, number 3.
Everyone's working overtime at the moment to try to get things finished, but it's just going to be difficult to keep up this pace.
Pace. Yes, keep up the pace. Keep up the pace, keep up this pace, keep up a good pace, whatever. There are variations of this, but talking about the speed at which you're doing something. All right, great. It could be work or a work project, but it could be anything. Um, Whatever. You want to clean all the windows in your house. All right, we've got a good pace going. Keep it up. We need to keep up the pace so we can finish before dinner time. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You can use this expression. The rate of speed of which you're doing something. Okay, Sinia, number 4.
A couple of team members have been ill, so we are falling behind with their work.
Okay, very, very common expression. Falling behind. Okay, you're not keeping the pace that you would like to. So you're falling behind. Okay, Ken, that's called a flyer? It is? Really?
Yeah,
All
my
right.
dictionary says so. I'm not sure, but
Awesome.
anyway.
Okay. All right, thank you. I like to learn things too. Thank you very much. I did not know that. All right.
The whole project never really got started. It fell at the first. Never really got started. It fell at first. It fell at first. Falling.
No, again, the imagery, the images of a race, a certain kind of race, were the first. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
First race.
No. Xenia's right. I mean, first obstacle.
Obstacle. First hurdle.
That's right. And you might actually say obstacle. I've actually heard the first obstacle, we completely crashed at the first obstacle. Now, how you express it is very different. We couldn't get over the first hurdle. We crashed at the first hurdle. We failed at the first hurdle. There's a lot of different ways to say it, but the imagery is, used with hurdle, perhaps even obstacle. Again, sometimes stumbling block as well. Okay, a massive failure, by the way, is sometimes just sometimes idiomatically, you might say, we crashed and burned. If you can picture that imagery, we crashed and burned at the first hurdle. It was a spectacular failure. For whatever, any spectacular failure. Okay, my ABC stock crashed and burned last week, so I lost all my money. So that's also a common kind of an expression talking about failures of any sort. Okay, Ileana, number 6, please.
After 6 months of continuous research, interviews, and writing, I'm pleased to say the blank line is in sight. The book will be published in the spring. Say the finishing.
That's right. Americans would just say the finish line, not finishing line. I don't know why they say finishing line. It's called the start line and the finish line. But for some reason, British like to say the starting line and the finishing line, even though it says the word start or the word finish. I don't know why. Americans just say start line, finish line. Okay, you may also hear in a similar situation, you might hear somebody say, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Would be also very common to talk about you're near the end. Is also very common, yeah. The light at the end of the tunnel. Very common. Alrighty. Senior, next one, number 7.
We've we've had a few problems to overcome, but I think we're winning now.
We're winning now? Yeah, it must be, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be. Alright, well, that's a little weird. Okay, fine. Very British. I've never heard anybody say this in my life, so I don't think Americans would say this. We're winning now. We've had a few problems to overcome, but I think we're doing okay now. I think we got it now. We hit a rhythm now. I mean, there's a million ways to say we're doing okay now. Winning is not one I'm familiar with. Ken, number 8.
Okay. Everyone worked so well together that the brochure was designed, printed, and in the shops in blank time. Mm, In
Real quick. In
very
blank time.
quick. You know, like
Sorry?
very quick. It means in record time.
Record time.
Yeah.
Yep. In record time. It's a new world record. Record time. Record time, very, very strong collocation. We use this expression for literally anything that you can do quickly. He ate the hot dog in record time. Whatever. My commute to work today I made record time in my commute to work today. Literally anything that you do quickly, you might use this expression. Okay. You use the words in the brackets to rephrase the sentence. So you basically, what is the idiom that contains these words? How would you say it? Ileana, number 1.
We had a very good start. Mhm. We had a very good start. We got off. I don't know.
We got off. Yeah, we, subject noun, verb, got off.
We get off flying.
Okay.
No.
We got off to a flying start.
Oh yeah, the
Got off
flies.
to a flying start is how you would say it. Yeah. Okay. Senior, number 2.
We've nearly finished. We are on the home stretch.
Yeah. We're on the home straight, or we're on the home stretch. Very good. Ken, number 3.
It's a big problem. It's a high hurdle or a big hurdle. I'm not sure.
Well, big hurdle would be okay.
Mhm.
You would think high hurdle because that's kind of why it's an obstacle. It's very high and you have to jump over it. That would make sense. But we don't say that ever.
Okay.
We don't ever use that. I've never heard that collocation before, even though it seems the most logical answer. Major hurdle is a strong
Major.
collocation. Major hurdle. Yeah. And by contrast, we can also use minor hurdle. Oh, it's just a minor hurdle. I don't think it will be too much of a problem. All right. Okay, Ileana, number 4.
Oh, well done. You deserve a medal.
Yeah. Yep, very good. I think you're all going to remember that one. Senior, number 5.
We haven't started. We are still on the starting blocks.
Yeah. Still on the starting blocks, or Americans say in the starting blocks, but same thing. Okay, Ken, number 6.
We made a bad start. First hurdle. We made a first hurdle.
Well, you didn't make it, so we fell at the first hurdle.
Fell at the first hurdle.
And again, there's variations. We crashed at the first hurdle. We wiped out at the first hurdle. We didn't make it over the first hurdle. Different ways to say that, but same idea. All right, Ileana, number 7.
We are nearly finished. We are on the last lap.
Yep, we're on the last lap. We're on the home straight. Same thing. Okay. Well, let's see if we can figure out the missing preposition. Let's see if we can zoom through these. A little review. Senia, number 1.
Fell on the first hurdle.
Is it on or
I don't
at?
know. At.
It's at. Now you make me question it. Where is it? Fell at the first hurdle. Yeah.
Okay, at the first hurdle.
Okay, fun with prepositions. Ken, number 2.
Work on a steady pace.
No.
Work at a steady pace.
Yes. At. Again, at. Work at a steady pace. Okay. At, because it's a specific thing. Well, I don't know. Whatever. It collocates. Ileana, number 3.
The record time.
Sorry, what's the preposition?
Oh, okay. Preposition in the record time.
Yeah, you don't need the, though. No article. In record time.
Record time.
Yeah, he did it in record time. All right, Senia, 4? I mean,
Still.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Still in the starting blocks. In.
Yeah. In. Yeah, in or on. The Brits like on and the Americans like in, but either way. Ken, number 5.
Keep on or keep at this pace.
I think it's keep up.
Keep up. Okay.
Keep up this pace. Okay. Again, regardless of what you're doing, and by the way, it doesn't even really mean that you're actually moving quickly. For example, I might say it about myself. If I'm doing like 12 classes a day for a whole month, it's not really that I'm going any faster. I'm doing the same thing in every class. It's just that I'm doing a lot. So sometimes we use this idiom to express the idea, to talk about not actually speed per se, but actually doing a lot, or long hours, or doing a large quantity of work. It's frequently used that way. Okay. Ileana, number 6.
Hand the baton up to.
Off to.
Off
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
Yep.
Off.
Yeah, it's really because it's actually a phrasal verb, hand off. To hand off something is to basically give someone responsibility. Oh, I'm going to hand off this assignment to you. Maybe it was supposed to be, I was supposed to do it, like work assignment, not school assignment. I was supposed to do it, and I hand it off to a subordinate, and then they do it. So you can even use hand off as a phrasal verb to like that without baton. All right, Senia, number 7.
I guess in the home straight or at the home straight.
Or on.
Uh-oh.
Or on. On. On the home straight or on the home stretch. Almost done. Yeah, Ken. Number 8.
Okay. Number 8. The last lap. In the last lap.
No.
No. At the last lap.
On the home straight.
On the last lap.
On the last lap.
Okay.
Yeah, both with on. Yeah, by the on the first lap. Okay. You can hear it that way too, by the way. You not just on the last lap to express we're almost done, but I've actually heard people say, "Oh, we're still on the first lap," meaning they've started, but not very long ago. They're more near the beginning. I've actually heard that before. Okay, Ileana, number 9.
A race on time.
I believe it's a race. There we go.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Yeah, sure. It's a race against time. For some reason, I never think of against as being a preposition, but I guess it is. Okay. Race against time. All right. Sinya, number 10.
Got off to a flying start.
All right. Get off to a flying start. Hooray, hooray. Okay. Very good. Well, you know what? Guess what? We're done. Let's talk about doing work projects. Shall we? Ken, are you ever assigned long work projects at work?
Not now, but yeah. But sometimes, yes.
Not right now. You don't have anything cooking right now?
Cooking, not right now, but I was eating before the.
I'm being idiomatic, okay? I was actually trying to introduce kind of an idiomatic idea.
Okay.
And talking about doing projects or, especially long-term projects, things that take a while at work, it would be very, very common to say, oh, I've got 2 or 3 things cooking at work.
I see. Wow.
Kind of goes with the idea of I've got 2 projects cooking and I've got one on the back burner, meaning it hasn't started yet. It's planned and I'm not able to start it, but it will be a project I'm going to do in the future, right? So not a lot cooking. It's very frequent to hear this analogy, metaphor used to talk about projects at work or things going, oh, there's not a lot cooking at my job right now, like that. It's very common. All right. Ileana, how about you? You have anything cooking at work? Got any projects going on?
So many things cooking, right? Not right now, but this time. And I just can decide what to start with from.
Oh, okay. So you have potential projects, but you don't know what to start first? Is that the?
Yes.
Oh, no. Well, as they say, the hardest part is the first step. Okay. All right. Okay. Ileana, do you ever have to do presentations in your job? You do?
Yeah.
You said that
often.
like
Not pretty often. Started from the.
It doesn't sound like you weren't very enthusiastic. Yes.
No, really, I enjoy it. Well, I always enjoy it. I like presentations, but of course I felt nervous before, and at the time making presentations. But usually I feel something inside me when I do this, and just like inspiration. And it's very hard to so hard to interrupt me or to just to stop me when I'm speaking. So,
Ah, okay. Once you get on a roll,
yeah.
yeah, me too. I can relate to that. Okay. All right. Senia, how about you? Do you have any long-term projects going on in your life right now besides learning English, which obviously is?
A learning project? I don't think so. I had something in my school life or university life, but always long-term projects.
Okay.
Someone did for me, not me. I don't know why.
Okay. Senia, don't mean to be too personal, but if you're married, some people say that a husband is a long-term project.
Why? Husband long. So what does it mean?
It's a joke, but a long-term project. My husband is a project. Actually, this is very common. It's a joke, meaning that your husband needs a lot of work. He's very imperfect. There's a lot of improvement that you need to
Oh,
do. Actually, this kind of analogy is talking about especially husbands. It's usually the husband, not the wife. Talking about the husband as a project is actually a normal kind of metaphor or analogy in English.
no, in our case, you can say to my husband because I think I'm his project.
Ah, really? Okay.
Yes.
Well, at least you're honest. All right. You're honest about it. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Um, Ken, when you working, what kind of pace do you like to keep at work? Do you keep a slow, steady pace or quick bursts of activity? What's your
Uh,
what's your
it's up
style?
it's up to the do. I want to keep my pace, but sometimes if the due is approaching and I need to have to be rush
Okay. Due date. If the
due
due
date.
date is approaching, okay, not just the due. We can't use due as just a noun by itself. It's an adjective.
Okay, due date.
Yeah. Okay. The bill is due. The due date. Yeah. So if you have to, then you can find another gear. Oh, look, another idiom. When
I'm
you have to, yeah, okay. When you
maybe.
have to,
Mhm.
um, when you have to pick up your pace, common expression, pick up your pace. We might say, oh, we're never going to get this project done unless we pick up the pace. We need to find another gear or
Mm,
shift it up a
yeah.
gear or shift it up a notch.
Mhm.
Go faster with your pace. Shift it
Notch
up.
means gear.
Notch. What is a notch? What is a notch? A notch is like, okay, in a tree, if you took an axe and chopped a V, that
Mhm.
V is a notch.
Mhm.
Um, hmm, Interesting. There's a okay. One last idiom before we go. Do you know what it means? Does anybody know what it means if you put another notch in your belt?
Notch.
Anybody know what that means?
You paid it?
Hmm?
You paid it. No?
Well, it's kind of like keeping score, and you need to talk about it in reference to something. If you're talking about somebody, some guy who's he's really popular with the ladies. Oh, did you see who Peter brought home last night? Another notch in his bedpost. You might say another notch in his belt, or maybe a salesperson who got another client. Oh, it's another notch in his belt. It's like keeping score for whatever you're talking about ladies, often used in business to talk about accomplishments, gold medals, whatever. If you accomplish something, you score in some way, a new customer on a project finished, whatever. You get another notch in your belt. Okay, um, we're out of time now, so thank you very much, everyone. Maybe